Just at the gym here getting these deadlifts in. Look at this weird ass fucking... This is behind the squat rack. Like, look at the amount of space there is between the mirror and the squat rack. That's like, who is getting behind there with a piece of chalk and like scribbling equations? Mysterious equations. What in the actual fuck?
All right, good morning.
That's the resident that came out the other morning that was singing and drives around in his cart like a race car around the pond in the morning. So funny, dude. I love him so much. He's hilarious. He literally just came over here to fucking sing me a tune. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hundo's Night Shift. I'm Hundo, yours truly. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing. And drop a like as well. Head down to the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys do for work. You know, I'm interested to hear more about your guys' lives. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to let you know any tips and tricks, any advice I can about the night shift. Maybe just working a job in general. Who knows? If this is your first video, I'm glad to have you guys. I don't want to bore you too much about boring stuff like that, but I will get into what's going on. There's a lot going on. This is a very busy time. There's not a lot of residents actually in the building at the moment. Not all the rooms are full. However, there's a lot going on. There is a resident all the way at the end of the hall by the name of, well, we'll call her resident number 1. I've known her for a while. She's a great resident. She's getting older. She's starting to have some issues. I think she's reaching the point where she's going to need some 24-hour care. Thankfully, her son has offered to pay for that, so she should have that pretty soon. And looks like we have a resident coming around the corner now, so let's take a pause and see what we have. Looks like we got a cute dog. Oh, well, hello.
Go say hi to Colton. This is Jude.
Oh, well, hello, Jude.
Say hi.
Hi. How are you?
He's my major love bug.
Oh, you are a love
Isn't
bug,
he a
aren't you?
sweetheart?
You are. How are you?
I know I'm naughty not to put him on a leash, but he stays right with me.
He's
so.
a sweetheart and he
Yeah.
doesn't need a leash.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He says, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
He's 7.
Oh.
The other one we have is a lot more spirited with much more energy. So if I take her out like this, she is on a leash.
Not quite the same.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you just a sweet? Yeah. Well, I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, getting some doggy and mom exercise.
Oh, very nice.
In my leg.
Oh,
I
very
mean,
nice.
It's good to walk at night.
Yes, it is. Good
Before going to bed.
Yep, got to stay active. That's important.
Yes, totally. All right.
Well, yeah, it was a cowboy on TV who went by the name of Colt. Well, you have a good night. Good luck on your walk.
Thank you. Let's go, baby boy. Come on.
Aren't you the cutest? Oh, yeah.
I want to take him to hospitals and nursing homes.
Yeah, that would be great.
So gentle.
That would be awesome. Top secret. Let me get in here and get a shirt on real quick. Get official. There we go. Anyways, sorry guys, get interrupted there by a lovely resident and her lovely dog. I'm not even sure how much of that I'm going to be able to include into the edit, but however much you saw, I apologize that it wasn't the best shot. I can't always just put the camera in the best possible position to get the shot that I want when something's happening. Sometimes the best I can do is just kind of get the audio for you. But back to what I was saying, resident number one's having some issues. She went to the hospital. Unfortunately, she's still in the hospital. She's got a lovely cat. That's the fluffiest cat you've ever seen and super nice. Just a total angel. And unfortunately, I think she's going to need some 24-hour care. Thankfully, her son's going to pay for that. So hopefully we'll see that shortly because she's going to need some extra assistance. We have another resident called resident number 2. Lives upstairs. Fortunately, I found him in the hallway in his underwear, and he couldn't even get into his room because he couldn't remember his code. And that's because he had some strokes. Fortunately, he's in the hospital now too. We got word today that he won't be coming back because he is now going to be moved to a full care center, basically a fully, I don't know why the term is spacing me, but the facility that is not independent like here. And resident number 3 is the resident I told you about the other night. Him and his wife are supposedly moving out. They turned in their pendants, their life alert, and they said, anybody who wants to come into our room and take anything you want, go ahead and do so. People have been walking in and taking their dressers, TVs. I mean, they pretty much had their whole apartment gutted. And then they come down the next day and say, hey, actually, we think we're going to stay. And then they ask for their pendants and stuff back. And it's been like this whole big ordeal. They got their stuff back. And then apparently, I guess the guy was missing all day today, and his wife was wandering around, and his wife is not in the best condition. So I have no idea really what's going to happen with that, but I just don't know. Apparently they're here right now, and I don't know. But moving on, resident number 4 is another one of my favorite residents that I see in the morning. He's not the one that you guys have seen drive the race car around the pond and sing me amazing songs, but he is one of my other favorite residents, and he just informed me that he will be moving as well in about a couple weeks, so we'll be losing him. And what else? I think that covers all the happenings that is going on in the building right now, which is quite a bit all at once. And then on top of that, the resident that I talked about, there's a previous video where I was showing you guys the gym, and I was talking about how there's a resident who is an elderly lady. Actually, she was the oldest resident here. She was 99 years old. And she was the one that would go work out in the gym late at night because she was super active. And surprisingly, her being the oldest in the building was the healthiest. And what did she do for her job? She was a doctor. So, sounds like she knows what she was talking about. And she was active every night. She walked around, she'd be working out in the gym, but she would fall asleep mid-workout, and I would come in there and wake her up, and she'd be literally, she'd have her hands on the bench press machine, and she'd fall asleep, and I'd come in there, I'd be like, oh ma'am, and she'd be like, 5, 6, 7, I'm not kidding you, and I'm like, whoa, chill out there, calm down a little bit, you don't need to act like it's the end of the world if you don't finish this set, you know what I mean? So she was one of my absolute favorites, and unfortunately, end of December, she moved out as well. And I'm gonna go visit her because I actually have the address of where she moved to. So hopefully I'll be able to actually include her in a future video because she's an amazing sweetheart, and she's got a great story, and I'd love to get a little clip of her for you guys because I think you'd really like her. But there's a lot changing around here because these are residents that I've known for a long time. I've built relationships with them, and a lot of them are leaving or they're in the hospital, and it's kind of just a hard time. It's a very sad time right now, but we're not going to bring the vibes of the channel down. We're not going to bring the frequency down around here. We're just going to get it going, get it moving. We got some trash to take care of. I got some other chores and stuff I got to do. Take care of the Nescafe machine, check the ice cream machine, clean the hoppers, make sure the levels are proper. Maybe go over to McDonald's and give them a lesson, teach them how to keep their ice cream machine clean because God knows they need that. And yeah, we'll get it going. I've probably already been talking for close to 10 minutes now. Sorry guys, there was just kind of a lot of yapping that needed to happen, I guess. And that rhymed. And I do that all the time. All right, guys. See you soon. Peace out. So sometimes the nighttime servers, who are kids most of the time, will clean the ice cream machine. Well, they'll try, anyways, to clean the station and refill the ice cream. And sometimes they fill it too full, and this is a good example of that. Way too full. Hold on, guys. Let me get in here before I start talking. That is the resident that I was telling you about earlier that was like moving out, turned in their stuff, and now they're not moving out, and he's disappearing during his day, and his wife is falling over constantly and getting black eyes. You could see she had a black eye, right? Yeah. I don't really know what's going on with all that. I really don't know.
You know what? You have more than enough goodness in the house. In fact, we better see stuff off that. We just can't take.
Guys, I have no idea. I really have no idea what's going on with that whole situation. Like, you saw how, like, devastatingly black both of her eyes were. Like, what? What even is that? I'm so confused. And then here she comes wandering down the hallway now. But anyways, I just stopped and talked to him because the guy's name is Resident 6, we'll call him, or Resident 5. But I talk to him every morning. So so it's tough because he seems like sane to me. As far as I know, everything was normal and fine. And now all this shit's going on. And I just walked up to him and I was like, are you guys leaving today or what's going on? And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. He was like, 4 years ago, we lived in a multi-million-dollar mansion on a golf course and had two cars and no payments. Everything was completely paid off and we had $3 million in our pocket. Fast forward 4 years to today, now we only have $8,000 and we're fucking $100,000 in debt. All because of her medical bills. And I'm thinking like, what? How the fuck do you, what? How do you, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But then he starts going into this whole story about how he said they put a generator on the right side of her body and the left side of her body, and it's supposed to connect with each other and operate her whole body. And I'm thinking like, a generator, bro? I've never even heard of that. I know a pacemaker they can put on your heart, but I've never heard of a generator. Like, I don't even know if he's just making this shit up or if it's really what happened. Because I don't want to say that he's making it up in case maybe it really is true. I don't fucking know, but like, I'm just standing there like, okay, well, so you're leaving today or not? And he's like, well, no, because we only have $200 in our pocket now. We barely have $200 for gas. I'm like, all right, well, okay, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What is that? That doesn't sound good. Uh-oh.
Replace battery? Uh-oh.
Wow. I don't even know what the fuck this is too. There's so many of these rooms here with so many of like this random shit. I'm assuming this is to the cable. Uh-oh. Residents are about to lose their cable. Can't be having that. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in for tonight's night shift. I hope you had a good time, enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. You know, I know that there's silent watchers out here, people that love to just pop the video on, watch it during their day, maybe put it on while they're doing something else, and then they move on with their day and they don't really leave a comment. You know, you might not feel like you have anything to say, but if that's the case, just say Mike was here if your name was Mike, or John was here. You know, just pretend it's like a wall at my house with a Sharpie, and every time you come over I want you to sign your name. You know, really I want you to write me a cute little message or ask me a question, but if you don't have anything, just sign your name on the wall before you leave. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe, because it costs you absolutely nothing. We got more content coming here soon on Hundo's Night Shift. All right, see you guys soon. Peace.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Once upon a time, I was just a baby in my mother's womb, and then I was born and I lived a legacy, and everyone remembered the Hundo.